The king's back. 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 The king's back.
Yeah, what's up? What's good? What's cracking? Welcome to my live stream. I am the actual King Smith, and this is my daily, I'm going to say daily, morning vlog where I come on to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. On Friday, today we're going to talk about the crypto markets, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on the Druski Whiteface controversy, as it seems to have people discussing what's the difference between, comedy and what should get somebody canceled. Is there a double standard in things that people can be in an uproar about? So let's jump into it and let's talk about crypto. Let's get this up on the screen right here. And for crypto, what's occurred over the last couple of weeks? Well, for those of y'all that follow me, y'all know I talk about crypto. I don't give a really big in-depth analysis like that. I'm just trying to showcase um trends in crypto and share what it is that I'm doing, right? You've got the big one out there, Bitcoin. If you've heard of crypto, you've at least heard of about Bitcoin. You might have heard about Ethereum. And there's a couple of additional ones out there that I think can do really well for you if you were to decide to stay in the market and invest. And one of those is XRP Ripple. So over the last week, right, XRP has been flat to slightly negative. It's been trading under like $3 per XRP. That's great for me. I got in XRP when it was around 50 cents. Now it is sitting at 277 as of right now. Let me go in here and see. 284. All right. That's still I'm still up over my average. But I believe that what XRP is doing and what the crypto market's doing in general, if you again zoom out, big picture, right? I'm not on the inside floor of what's going down in Congress and things with trying to do institutional wise with cryptocurrency in general. But with all of the laws that's been passed, the Genius Act, and everything around cryptocurrency and what banks and large corporations are doing, I always say, what's big money doing? And then I try and make my small money do what big money's doing. Ethereum has been one of the ones that have been solid over the last week, and Bitcoin over the last week has gained about a 3% um, positive movement over the last 7 days. So I'm gonna talk about crypto mostly at the end of the week. So on Fridays, expect my crypto updates. If you're following my social media pages, I share what I'm doing in cryptocurrency. Again, I'm not telling you what to buy. This is not financial advice. I'm just showcasing what it is that I'm doing. I have a daily buy of XRP at $4 a day. That's small, right? That's small, but I want you to consider this. While XRP is still consolidating, you're still getting that institutional interest coming in. That $4 a day is about 1.3 XRP a day. Over a year, let's say if it stays at the same price, then I've accumulated and added 1.3 to quick math. I don't know, about 500 XRP over a year, and that's just my daily buy. That's not include when I make my bigger buys, and I'm just accumulating, just adding, just adding. So when the crypto market jumps, which is right now, it's about $3.9 trillion total estimated among different crypto aggregators. People are talking about how, or analysts, I'm gonna say analysts. We don't know how much of an expert these people are, but analysts are saying that you're going to see the entire crypto market go from where it's at now to about a 20, possibly 30 trillion in market cap total by 2030. And I need y'all to understand something. Hear these numbers because I don't think people really understand how much of a jump that is. 4 trillion, I'm just going to say 4 instead of 3.9, which is wild to even say that. That's a whole 100 billion. 3.95 trillion or 4 trillion, which is where the current market cap is at now. And you're saying in 5 years, there's going to be enough institutional and national interest, not just the US, other nations and countries as well, to where the total market cap in crypto is going to go from 4 trillion to 30 trillion. That increase, that rise right there, if you're in early enough, is going to be game changing for those that have made some decent decisions, and those that are going to be left out are going to have some mad FOMO. And it is what it is. Gotta happen to me. What up? I appreciate you tuning in, lady. Said, tell me what to buy. XRP. XRP. I'm putting it in the chat. Look at XRP among many of the cryptocurrency exchanges. Coinbase is one of the easier ones that are good for new people. I should have put my referral code. I need to start adding my referral code whenever I know I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency. Because somebody told me that they joined and started looking at cryptocurrency based off of what I share on my social media pages. And I said, man, I got a referral code. It could have benefited both of us. But XRP, XRP, XRP. That's one of the main ones that I'm looking at. God happened to me for if I'm gonna say buy it, buy it. I actually, anytime I assist my daughter in building her wealth, that's one of the cryptocurrencies that I have her buy, and then I have her look into some of the S&P 500 ETFs to add to her portfolio as well. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I wish my daughter's 18. I wish I had somebody like me to just say, uh, nephew, young man, go put your money over here and just buy this, accumulate this, keep buying this. I wish I had somebody tell me that. Who's texting me this morning? I wish I had somebody tell me that growing up. But um listen to me, don't listen to me. It is what it is. Okay, I got the text message. I still threw a little bit of humor in there with that. But yes, XRP, 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 XRP. All right. See, that's enough crypto talk. Oh, actually, I had one more point here. Let me see if I can get that and bring it up. Do, 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 do. Yeah, there's a lot of inflow signals, which could be a setup for a huge breakout. I'm not sure because September seems to be a bad month for crypto in general. If you go look at every September over the last 5 years, September seems to be bloody red. The stock market's not quite as bad, but September always over the last 5 years have been bad for cryptocurrency in general. This year, things might be a little bit different because there's a lot more exposure. It's a lot more accessible now, and more people are aware of it. And again, what are the banks doing? What are the institutions doing? The U.S. jobs report is due today, and that could influence expectation for Fed rate cuts, which is one of the big major drivers for cryptocurrency sentiment. All right, let's talk about blackface. Blackface, whiteface, people are talking about. Um, and the comedian Druski. Did Druski go too far? I gotta adjust my seat. There we go. Did Druski go too far with his white face? Now, if you don't know who Druski is a international comedian, not international, social media comedian who does different skits around things. He's made himself a name. I believe Druski got famous on Vine, which is like the TikTok of the late 20 teens that was popular for a while. And he has made himself wealthy doing little shorts and comedy skits on social media. He's been able to parlay his social media success into some major brand deals. It's allowed him to have access that people could not have imagined. And I want y'all to think about this real quick. Let me see if I can bring up a picture of Drewski while I'm talking about him. This person has turned social media and has made himself famous by doing social media. He's been able to get access into places that, certain people can only dream of. So let me get in here. Let me share my screen here. Where is the share screen button? There we go. I'm gonna share my screen here. Um, this is who I'm talking about. This person here, Drewski, with the white or the blonde hair up top and the beard at bottom. Now, before you see this skit and this video that he did that has people talking, you have to understand that his comedy style is there to push boundaries. But Drewski's famous from social media. That means like the people made him famous. And I'm doing air quotes, the people has made him famous. And he has a style of comedy that I'm just gonna say it's not for everybody. He takes a look at what's going on out in the world and he embellishes that, which is a good comedic style for when you want to do comedy. I've taken classes on stand-up comedy and there's a structure behind comedy that people don't understand. There's a science to it, right? And if you're somebody that's naturally funny and you understand the science to it, comedy can treat you well in life. And Drewski, in my opinion, is tapped in to the science behind what makes people laugh and what gets people talking. So this is who he is. Now, I want you to take a look at this video, and then we're going to come back and talk about if that if the if this skit is appropriate or not. Take a look.
Here's the love, here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Yeah! Yeah! Born in the USA! Woo! Born in the USA! Hey, Suanna.
She's not listening.
Hey, come up. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby.
6 o'clock.
Girl, you crazy now. Hey, me ma. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? Good. All right now. Hey, you lost, boy?
No, I'm going to the race.
What race?
NASCAR race.
You going to NASCAR?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
You ain't lost, is you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the race, sir.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Find something safe to do, boy. Yeah. If liquor don't kill us, pussy must. Oh, that fucker will go. I see. Dan Arthur.
Randy Van Devin.
Dan Arthur. Oh, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Damn right. Proud to be American.
So that's Drewski. That's Drewski right there. And I don't know what type of who does his makeup, but how did he get his whole body to change from black to white? First of all, like that's some Hollywood level costume right there. All right. So people are up in arms about that because which folks are going to have things to be up in arms about, right? And the backlash sparked a debate about the double standards in comedy. Some people argued that it's racist and that if the roles were reversed and somebody did blackface and they went to the hood, right, that it would be universally condemned. So Drewski put on this white face and went to a NASCAR event, which I'm going to tell y'all, if you've never been to a NASCAR event, it's a good time. I've been to one, Talladega. I'm from Alabama. Talladega is in Alabama. And while there aren't a lot of people that look like me walking around, it's a safe, fun environment, especially if you understand and you're a part of, like, I'm just going to say, like, Southern culture. There are some places that they just go crazy over their racers and over NASCAR. And a lot of the tracks down south in the Carolinas and in Alabama, you'll see that race culture, that Southern culture that's there. That's not Southern in a bad way, in a racist way, or anything like that. I've got some stories about, example, when I was in high school, we played a team in, I want to say it was Dothan, Alabama. And our high school coach told the other football players that were African American or of color to sit towards the inside of the bus, because Dothan wasn't necessarily going to be a place that we could go in and be welcomed or accepted like that. That was back then. I can't speak for how it is now. And he wasn't wrong. We heard some nasty things that were said to us as high schoolers trying to play a football game, right? So when people think of the South, what Druski did in that skit is what people think of. But with this specific backlash, other people, the other side of the coin, called it harmless satire because what it does is it punches up and it doesn't carry the same historical baggage of what Blackface did. Now, I had to learn a lot about what Blackface was because it was not something that I was taught when I was growing up. So if you go to different museums and things like that, you will learn the history of Blackface, and it's something that's been painfully rooted to oppression, mockery, and racism in general. Whiteface, while it is seen as offensive to some, it doesn't carry that same legacy that Blackface does. So for me, I'm going to ask the question to y'all, the viewers: is it intent plus historical context of what matters? Or is it fairness about treating both equally? I think people are going to always have something to say about something, but if you look at intent and historical context, I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same. Comedy, to be funny, in my opinion, should push boundaries. Think about what Eddie Murphy's done. And he's done a spectrum of comedy where he's pushed boundaries, talking about things. He's been a family friendly. He's done the whole thing. Dave Chappelle, when he does his comedy and things, he looks at pushing boundaries to get people to think about what's going on. I think what Drewski did was give people the ability to laugh at cultural differences. If Drewski did this skit 10 years ago, I don't think it's having the same controversy that it's having right now. Okay. So this is what I want to know. I've got another question. Can a white content creator do a blackface where they're pretending to be black and like go into a predominantly black place and have a good time, right? Show all of the good things of let me make sure I say this right. Be able to show a lot of the good things of a culture versus the bad things. Now, what Drewski did, what he did when he was like find something safe to do, that was wrong. That was 100% wrong. But that's how some of those people talk. When he was spitting as a person of color walked by, that happens. Okay. And what people don't know is these skits that Drewski's doing, there are some people that did not know, I say a large amount of people that did not know who that was. So the interactions that he's having with those people while it's being filmed and things like that, they don't know who that is. They don't know that that was a person in makeup acting and pretending. Okay. And I'm pretty sure some of them found out after the fact. But can I, as a black creator, be able to do both? Can I do whiteface and get away with it? Could a white content creator do blackface and get away with it under the guise of comedy, if that's what it's doing? Let me see. God happened to me said, nope, could not do it. Could not do it. Now, there's been some it, and I found one particular person that I'm going to play this video, and this is this is there's a doppelganger and a twin for everybody out there. Look at what this person did.
All right, I seen the Druski white boy skit, and I noticed that he looks familiar. Can't quite put my finger on it. I've seen that guy before. Well, I got the tits and everything. Look, Druski, on October 4th, I'm gonna be driving a demolition derby car in Bristol. I'd be honored if you'd come watch. For America, I'm up against like these Australians. And hypothetically, if you wanted to be in that derby, I have not cleared this, but I'm pretty freaking sure we could find you a car. I'm just thinking out loud here, baby. You can come out to my trailer if you want to. I got a camper down there, a real nice one you can stay in. Fucking hire me, whatever.
God happened to me said blackface is never okay, and the history is rooted in oppression and hate. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When I went down to the National African Museum of History and Culture, it's got a long name, and I hope I said it right this time. You'll learn about the history of blackface, and yes, it is rooted in oppression and hate. And to that video that I played where you had somebody whose nickname is probably Bubba. Bubba gave him the invite to come on down to the demolition derby down there and get the chance to race and see how it is to do the derby demolition there. Right? I think that in the end, you have to understand the intent. Intent matters. Intent matters. And I think what Druski did was meant to get people to laugh. He does certain things and punches up the sensitive matters around certain cultures purposefully because he gets people talking. He's fantastic at doing that. He's fantastic at doing that. He does these different skits. Him, what's the other guy? I'm seeing his name right now. Man, there's another one out there who he does the same thing. Like he talks about how I handle my baby mamas. He's been able to parlay his social media success into movies, and he even had a Netflix movie come out. I cannot think of his name at the top of my head. Let's see, social media comedians. We're looking at, man, what is this guy's name? Druski was listed comedians. Desi Banks, thank you. Desi Banks, he does the same thing as Druski. He's had all of these different skits, little skits and showcases of things where they take something in a culture and they punch it up and they film it and they put it out there. And there are people that don't know that these are skits, that they're exaggerated versions of what they're trying to find comedy in and laugh at. Desi does things on a whole different level than Druski, though. Druski stepped this game up, and I can almost bet that Desi Banks and him talked about how to pull that off because that whole whiteface get up was really good. And because I know who Druski is, I was kind of like, that looks like Druski. When I first saw the photo of the whiteface, I didn't see the entire video. I was just scrolling and saw a static photo, and I instantly recognized who it was, even though it was kind of like, well, who was it? Robert De Niro off of that one movie where when I first saw that movie, the comedy with Ben Stiller, my recall is trash early in the morning. I did not know that was Robert De Niro until the credits because I was deployed when it came out. Let me go see. Robert De Niro, Blackface. Tropic Thunder. There it is. Tropic Thunder. I did not know, because I watched that movie when I was deployed, and the theater wasn't necessarily one of the best theaters out there. So the video quality wasn't like great. I did not know that that was Robert Downey Jr. until the credits at the end of it, because I wanted to know who the actor was. I was like, who was that actor that played that character in Tropic Thunder? Staff Sergeant Lincoln Osiris. I had no idea that that was Robert Downey Jr. And that was funny. So God happened to me. Was that okay? I don't think you're able to answer that question. But was that okay? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. But I think that what Druski did could have been inspired by Desi Banks, because Desi Banks, I don't know, he's able to get access to real police cars and uniforms and things and stuff that people are like, how does this fool convince these people to let them use their resources? And he does a pretty good job at taking certain cultural things and punching up. What happened to me said no, that was not okay. Okay, I was curious if you were going to agree or disagree. Now, in the end, was Druski's Whiteface too far? I don't think so. I don't think it was. For me, I think that in the end, it's the intent is what matters. People are always going to find something to have something to say something about. That sentence. Did that make sense? Yeah, folks are going to always have something to say about. There we go. So I'm going to ask y'all, the viewers, this final question and then close out my show. Would you rather have raw comedy or politically correct comedy? I know what I want. Give me raw. I'm tired of things being politically correct and PC'd in a manner that it strips it of that rawness. You should be able to bring comedy however you want to bring it up. Talk about it in a manner that works for you. And all of this PC stuff, it just needs to go away. It just needs to go away. God happened to me said, bring the raw, bring the raw. Absolutely. All right. Now, that is my live stream for today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I just got an email that said that my refrigerator that I ordered is being delivered. So I'm about to go get that ready. Hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend. I don't think I'm going to be streaming over the weekend. If I do, I might be just gaming with the homies or something like that. I will be on TDG, The Dating Game, this Saturday at, I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone on YouTube. So if you want to hear about what's going on in this crazy dating market and hear our take on it, go on over to TDG, The Dating Game on YouTube. So God happened to me. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your day as well. To everybody out there watching, thank you for tuning in. If there's a like button on the platform that you're watching this on, do me a favor, hit that like button. I am the actual King Smith, and I'm out. Peace.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Trumpets blare the golden call. A throne awaits, I rise so tall. Drums like thunder, shake the hall. Royal robe, I wear the weight. Diamonds cut the night, no debate. Heavy is the head, but I'm feeling great. Crown me king, crown me king. Horns will shout, let the kingdom sing. Crown me king, crown me king. Bow to the sound, feel the power I bring. power I bring.